Can you hear that? I'm just out here trying to give some diet hacks, and there's my neighbor mowing the lawn. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd do a quick video on my top 5 diet hacks. Having gone through the initial struggle in my teenage years of, I guess, the bombardment of like diet information out there, I know it can be super confusing to know exactly, I guess, what the best diet is for you. So I want to put together 5 of my top tips for those of you who are looking to make some adjustments to your lifestyle to make dieting and weight loss a lot easier for you. So my number 1 tip is don't go on a diet. So I know what you're thinking, you clicked on this video because you want to know some diet hacks, and here I am telling you to not go on a diet. Well, what I mean by this is what most people think of when they think of the word diet. I'm sure you would have heard your friends or colleagues talk about them being on a diet, and that's the reason why they're avoiding X amount of carbs, or perhaps why they're not having toast in the mornings anymore, and they're being really restrictive because they're suddenly on this, say, 12-week diet. And the thing is, that restriction and that diet may work for, say, 12 weeks, but after those 12 weeks you'll realize that because you're restricting yourself so much, you'll end up falling back into your old habits because it's something that wasn't sustainable. So instead of going into this mentality of, oh, I'm on a diet, therefore I'm going to cut out XYZ type of foods, ask yourself whether the changes that you're about to make are sustainable and are changes that you can see yourself sticking to for the rest of your life. Number 2, make small changes gradually. It's hard to change your diet overnight, especially when you're so used to eating a certain type of way. Instead of cutting out all the type of foods that you love and enjoy and indulge in, pick one for the first week. So perhaps you have a habit of having takeouts every week and you love your takeout burgers. A easier change that you can make is making your own burgers every week, and instead, once you've gotten used to that change, then look at tackling another change. So perhaps that's starting your mornings with a more balanced breakfast. Perhaps you're used to starting your days with a sugary cereal. Substitute that next week for oats or, say, eggs on toast. So make those changes gradually so that you don't feel like you're restricting yourself or you feel like you're changing your lifestyle completely. It's a lot more maintainable and it's a lot more enjoyable. Remember, it's not a short-term thing, it's a long-term lifestyle change that you're looking for. Number 3, so this tip is something that I live by. If you don't buy it, you won't eat it. Pretty much everything starts from that grocery shop, right? So if you go into the store with a list of things that you know you need to buy, then you're much less likely to go around endlessly and to end up putting snacks into your basket. So before you go in your next grocery shop, write down a list of things that you need to buy that you're going to have for the week. And by actually consciously writing it down, you also make a conscious decision on what you're going to eat for the rest of that week. This way, you not only save money by not buying a ridiculous amount of snacks and things that you don't necessarily need, but 2, it prevents you from mindlessly walking around the grocery store and just kind of picking random things off the shelf and putting it into your trolley, because I know that's what quite a lot of people do. I'm guilty of it myself. I'll see something new and I'll be like, oh, I haven't tried that snack before, I'm just going to put it in my trolley, and by the end of my grocery shop I have all these things that I don't really need. Tip number 4, go light with your sauces and watch out for the amount of oil you use in your cooking. Instead of sauces, I would opt for dry herbs or spices. For cooking oils, I would use cooking sprays rather than an actual oil itself, because it's a lot easier to control how much you put on your pan. By making these small adjustments, you'd be surprised how many calories you're saving. So if you are on a diet and you are trying to lose weight, you'll most likely be in a calorie deficit. And for a lot of people, this means they'll perhaps be a lot hungrier than they usually are because they're eating less. And a simple way to save up on those calories is to reduce unnecessary calories spent through oil and sauces, because these calories add up, but they don't really keep you full. Number 5, another thing that I was guilty of at the start of my fitness journey, is watch out for the amount of smoothies and juices you're consuming. I feel like a lot of people don't realize how much sugar there really is in those store-bought smoothies and juices, and they end up consuming those as like almost meal replacements, and they wonder why they're not losing weight when they seem to be on a very healthy diet. For example, if we take the popular naked smoothie, I don't know if you can buy it anywhere else, but I know it's very popular here in the UK. They have this product called the green smoothie, which is full of micronutrients, yes, and it's made with spirulina, banana, apple, pineapple, kale, all the goodness. However, when you actually look at the macronutrient breakdown and the amount of calories you're consuming in a 750 milliliter bottle, you're essentially drinking 11 grams of sugar and 350 calories. And I don't know about you, but I can finish one of those little smoothies within a minute and it does not leave me feeling full whatsoever. And now if we compare that for a proper meal, for example 100 grams of chicken, this will come up to around 250 calories, around 100 less calories than that green smoothie. And with those 100 calories that you've saved from substituting, say, a green smoothie for an 100-gram chicken breast, you could have those extra calories as your greens, you could have that as a complex carb and a source of good fats. If you compare that smoothie now to, say, a proper meal with good sources of proteins, carbs and fats, take your pick. Like, which one do you think would leave you feeling fuller for longer and also be better for you in the long run? So yeah, I hope you guys found these tips useful. They're just small changes, I think, that we don't often think about, because a lot of times when we think about going to a diet, we want to make these drastic changes and we want to completely go from, you know, 0 to 100. But there are many small tweaks that we can make in just our daily habits that will allow us to kind of feel better when we're dieting. So I really hope these help. If you have any more kind of video suggestions or anything you want more help with, feel free to leave a comment below. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!